On June 5th of 2023, Phivolcs put out a special volcano bulletin regarding the potentially dangerous Mount Mayon volcano in the Philippines, which has produced more volcanic eruptions than any other volcano in the country since 1900. During the last week, the number of rockfalls from the summit of the volcano dramatically increased, going from 5 a day on May 30th to 21 a day on June 4th and 49 occurring on June 5th. This has also occurred alongside a slight inflation of Mayon's summit, which has been ongoing since May 4th of 2023. As a result, Mayon's alert level was raised from 1 to 2 on June 5th of 2023 on the 0 to 5 alert level scale. This alert level carries with it a 6-kilometer exclusion zone, meaning people should not enter this radius due to the possible threat of highly dangerous rockfalls, landslides, and possibly pyroclastic flows if an eruption were to unexpectedly occur. You might be wondering why a sudden increase in rockfalls could be potentially worrying enough to increase this volcano's alert level. This is why. Historically, Mayon has often contained a lava dome at its summit. Since Mayon is not erupting all the time, that is, it has periods where it is not erupting, its lava dome solidifies in between eruptions. Yet, if there's a sudden influx of magma into its magma conduit or a greatly increased amount of pressure and gas within Mayon's magma conduit occurs, it can exert so much force that it pushes what happened to be the path of least resistance, aka the overlying rock in the conduit, upwards, causing the lava dome to expand almost as if the volcano was erupting when it is in fact not erupting. This growth process causes rockfalls to occur as sections of the lava dome are pushed to too steep of a slope to maintain its shape, causing a small collapse to occur. Increases in rockfall events have preceded almost every recent eruption at Mayon, but to clarify, sometimes these increases in rockfall events occur without a volcanic eruption occurring soon after. In the case of Mayon today, it does not appear that shallow magma is present within its magma conduit, as the amount of sulfur dioxide the volcano is actively producing is too low to indicate this. Instead, increased amounts of pressure and gas within its magma conduit is the likely cause of this activity. However, even without magma being present, a phreatic eruption could still theoretically occur. If the gas and/or associated groundwater is greatly heated so that it expands, it can cause an immense amount of pressure to build, as when it was a solid or liquid phase it took up far less volume than as a gas, allowing for phreatic explosions to occur that are still technically volcanic in origin but do not eject any lava. Although volcanoes are incredibly difficult to predict, here is my opinion-based analysis of the volcano. Since early February of 2023, Mayon's summit lava dome has expanded by 83,000 cubic meters, indicating the amount of material in its magma conduit which was already there and pushed upwards onto the surface during that time span. A similar sequence of events occurred between August and October of 2022, where 88,000 cubic meters of the lava dome expanded alongside similar short-term ground deformation. And during the 2022 sequence, despite the appearance of fresh lava, I do not think the volcano erupted then, as the apparently fresh lava likely represented still solidifying lava in place during its 2018 eruption, as thick lava flows can take years and on occasion even decades to cool. Back to the current situation, the rockfalls are an indication that Mayon could now theoretically produce a small phreatic eruption, which, if one were to occur, in a worst-case scenario could cause a section of a solidified lava dome to collapse, allowing for gas to be released and fall back to the ground as a pyroclastic flow that travels several kilometers. However, just because an eruption is theoretically possible does not mean one is guaranteed to occur. In my opinion, I am leaning towards an eruption not occurring in the next few weeks unless a dramatic escalation in sulfur dioxide gas emissions occurs. Thanks for watching. If you would like to request a specific topic, please leave a comment below. Additionally, I would like to thank this channel's patrons on Patreon and channel members on YouTube.